What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So the undefeated WBC American Heavyweight Champion, bronze Olympic medalist, Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder, proves once again that he is the face of the sport of boxing. In the fight that people claim that they don't want to see, again, the rematch with once beaten Cuban, Southpaw, heavyweight contender Luis King Kong Ortiz, that one blemish on his resume came at the hands of Deontay Wilder, and Deontay Wilder wants to run it back. People claim that Deontay Wilder was out on his feet in the 7th round and got a gift from the referee and the boxing commission that was sitting ringside. They helped Deontay Wilder, the physician, should I say. I said the boxing commission, I meant the physician, right? And the referee. They helped Deontay Wilder survive the Luis Ortiz fight the first time, right? So Deontay Wilder said, let's run it back after he stopped him in the 10th round. Dropped him multiple times in the fight and ultimately stopped him in the 10th round. So Deontay Wilder said, okay, since y'all feel like that, let's run it back. But guess what happens? You get people, they're never happy, right? They're never happy. They're never satisfied. And so guess what? People say, well, we don't want to see you do it again, right? Because they already know, right? The detractors. And so people claim they didn't want to see the fight. They didn't want to see the rematch. But guess what? They had a fight camp in which I was there, personally. You can see me on the fight camp on Fox, right? Deontay Wilder, Luis Ortiz fight camp. You can see me all in the camera. I'm all in the video, in the corner recording, standing by him ringside. You can see me the whole time. I'm there. I'm personally there, right? And guess what? Guess what? He breaks records. This fight camp, which I was a part of, breaks records. Breaks records. 2.2 million views to watch the first episode of Fight Camp Wilder Ortiz. But I thought there was no interest in this fight. I thought Wilder wasn't the face of boxing. This just goes to show and prove that he is the face of boxing. Right? And this just goes to show to prove that regardless of what the detractors want to say, they pay, just like they used to pay to see Floyd Mayweather lose, they pay to see Deontay Wilder lose. And this pay-per-view that everybody said, oh, this fight is not pay-per-view worthy. Nobody wants to see this on pay-per-view. This is not a pay-per-view event. Deontay Wilder's not a draw. He's not a sell. Anthony Joshua is. Deontay Wilder's not a draw. He's not a sell. The only reason that fight was successful and he did successful numbers with Tyson Fury was because of Tyson Fury. But if you look at Tyson Fury numbers without Deontay Wilder, they take a dramatic dip. You look at Deontay Wilder's numbers without Tyson Fury, they still soaring high. Like R. Kelly said, right? Fly high. You understand? So regardless of what people want to say, regardless of the detractors, numbers don't lie. Ain't that what they tell us? And the numbers show and prove that Deontay Wilder is the face of boxing. Point blank and period. Regardless of what the detractors want to say. Regardless of what the detractors want to say. Deontay Wilder's doing huge numbers, and you can't stop him. You can't stop him. So this, according to the detractors, and according to boxing pundits, and according to the mainstream media, this is not a fight that too many people are interested in. He's already been there, done that. But when the fight took place, you had everybody saying that Deontay Wilder got lucky and got help to survive the fight. So now he said, okay, since y'all feel that way, then I'll run it back with that man. Now nobody miraculously don't want to see it. But guess what? All eyes was on it. 2.2 million views. Breaking records. Breaking records. Give that man his credit. Give that man his just due. Salute to you, King. We tried to tell you that Deontay Wilder was a bigger star than Anthony Joshua. But y'all tried to tell us otherwise. Why? Because Anthony Joshua's over in the UK and the sport of boxing is perceived totally different than it is here in the States. And even Eddie Hearn himself, Matchroom CEO and promoter Anthony Joshua admits that. When he states that, it has nothing to do with Deontay Wilder being a heavyweight champion. It's just a market here in the States. When Eddie Hearn says, listen, all these boxing matches should be way bigger than what they are, and they should be, and these boxers themselves should be bigger, even bigger stars than they are, but it's just the American market and the way the sport of boxing is perceived over here in the States. This is what we tried to tell y'all for years. The sport of boxing is perceived totally different over in the UK. The sport of boxing is a mainstream sport over in the UK. The sport of boxing is worldwide, but it's a mainstream sport over in the UK. The sport of boxing here in the States is not. You have the National Football League, the NFL. That's the #1 sport. Then you have the MLB, the Major League Baseball. That's the #2 sport. Then you have the NBA, the National Basketball Association. That's the #3 sport. Then you have NHL, National Hockey League. That's the #4 sport. We have 4 major sports. Not to mention, we have NCAA sports, which is college football and college basketball, which are considered quote-unquote minor league sports, considered amateur sports. But guess what? They do bigger numbers than the sport of boxing. You can get 120,000 people at a college football game. You get college basketball games at Duke play North Carolina is sold out. People standing out. It's so big that you get thousands of people standing outside that can't get in, and they just tailgate outside. You understand? So these sports, you have 6 officially. We have 6 major sports. We have the NBA, the NFL, the NHL, MLB, NCAA football, NCAA basketball. 6 major sports that trump the sport of boxing. So boxing comes in at the very least 7th. 7th. Over in the UK, it's not. At the very least, it's going to get #3. That's like the NBA here. LeBron James, Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, Shaquille O'Neal, Kawhi Leonard. The NBA. You see how big the NBA is? So at the very least, you get boxing as the #3 sport in the UK. That's why it's perceived different. If boxing was the #3 sport here in the States, it would be perceived a whole lot different. And these fighters would be a lot bigger. But it's not perceived that way here in the States. So for Deontay Wilder to do that, I said this before and I'll say it again, Anthony Joshua is a big fish in a small pond. Deontay Wilder is a big fish in a large pond. It's 2 different things. So if you take Deontay Wilder, take him out of the large pond and put him in a small pond like Anthony Joshua is in, he would trump Anthony Joshua. If you take Anthony Joshua out that small pond and put him in the big pond, he's going to sink. That's a fact. So give that man Deontay Wilder his credit for what he's doing. Point blank and period. 2.2 million views, breaking records. The face of the sport of boxing, the king of boxing, hands down. Not Saul Canelo Alvarez. And that's all I got for y'all. Because guess what? Let me ask y'all a question. Saul Canelo Alvarez has his own version of Fight Camp with DAZN and Sergey Kovalev right now. It's not breaking numbers. It's not breaking numbers. But that's all I got for y'all. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue, Bluebird Sports TV. Hey, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed? Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notification. Follow me on Instagram at Bluebird Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shout out to the entire LDBC. Shout out to New Media. Shout out to Black Media Row. Make sure you like and share these videos. That's all I got for y'all. Deontay the Bronze Bound Wilder proved that he's the face of the sport of boxing. Point blank and period. That's all I got for y'all. Peace.